My kind of sign. My vest on so I don't get arrested. There, no, I'm legal. They won't shoot me. Today I'm in the wood yard. I've got a delivery to do and then we're gonna chuck some wood in. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm right here by this wood that I just got, that I cut in my buddy's land. And there's a bunch of this smaller stuff that's like this, that's dry as can be. I'm gonna throw a bunch of that in here because we just dumped it here. So I'm gonna pick through and pull some of that out and then we're gonna go over to the bins and we're gonna put some of that in. So it's gonna be a mix of stuff because it's for campfire wood. And this guy's not picky, he doesn't care what it is. So he's gonna get a bunch of stuff, which is good. Because I can get it off the ground, don't have to stack this stuff or anything. So I'm just gonna throw it in. There's even some oak in here. Some chunks of oak that are dry. Small chunks that I can see here. So he's gonna get some good stuff. But that's okay. It's all dry and it'll all burn. So there we go. I went to 3 different spots to pick out wood, stuff that was just cut that was dry from the smaller limbs. Then I went over to the big bin and took some bigger chunks. And that stuff I tested a few days ago and it was all 16, 17%. And that was mainly maple and ash in there. Then they come over to this stuff and this stuff is real dry. The smaller split stuff, so he's getting a variety of different sizes, different kinds. So it's gonna be mainly ash, maple, a little bit of ironwood from this stuff here. So down the road we go. Look at there, money. So yeah, this is one of those deliveries where a lot of times he's not here and he just leaves money for me. A lot of people do that, they leave him in a certain spot. And so there's the wood, I just gotta chuck it off right here and down the road we'll go. So the wood is off and it took about 5 minutes, is what it usually takes, 4.5, 5 minutes. I just chuck it in a pile. And like I said, a lot of people will leave money for me underneath the doormat, underneath a can, underneath a bucket, stuck somewhere, you know, wherever. This guy always leaves it in his power box in his garage for me. He buys 4 or 5 times a year just for campfire wood in the backyard here where he sits and has fun. Now what I did is I took a picture, I don't know if you guys can see that, I took a picture of the pile and I sent him thanks because he's not here, and I do that whenever people aren't here. So yeah, I just take a picture, send it to him, tell him thanks. And I usually try to show, you know, the surroundings so they know that it's their house. Sometimes I'll try to back up and get part of their house in, but he knows what his backyard looks like, I'm sure. So I do that for a lot of people, and they always text me back right away and say, awesome, thanks, way to go, all that kind of stuff. So good customer service, let them know that it's here. So that's something you guys should do. You got the phone, you might as well use it. Down the road we go. So I was on my way home and saw a little pile of pallets here. My kind of sign. So the next thing I did is I went and I hooked up my trailer and went to the dump because it was open and I was able to get in. And I got to tell you, this was an experience. If you've never been to a dump in your area, landfill, take the wife, take the children, take the whole family. It is something that you must experience. The sight, the sounds, the smell, incredible. This was 3 days ago and I can still smell it. It's still in my clothes. It's still in my skin.
I think it's in my actual pores. It is not a good smell. There was an amazing amount of trucks there dumping stuff, whether it was dump trucks, dump trailers like I had there, guys like the one next to me pulling stuff off, regular trucks, garbage trucks, semi trucks. It's an amazing place to be, and to see the amount of debris that we as a society throw away. It was incredible. You've got to go. Oh, and that's cool too. The big dozers they got there for pushing the stuff, crushing everything down.
I just hope I don't get a flat tire. My boards are all full of nails and stuff. I imagine there's other people that got boards and junk in here too, so oh well. A day at the dump. Okay, down the road we go. I'm now back in the old wood yard, and I got some debris that I've raked up yesterday, and then we're gonna load up a whole bunch of these old pallets and junk and take them and go to the dump, hopefully before it closes again. But yeah, I got all this stuff here to get picked up from before, and then I got stuff along over there. So a whole bunch of little stuff that I got to get raked up. Over here I got stuff that's in the grass that I got to get raked out. So lots of basic spring cleaning kind of stuff that I'm kind of late on getting done, but it's got to get done. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to rake and load and chuck and haul and all that good stuff. So it's time to get to work. The load is on. Now, I probably could fit a little bit more in, but I'm not going to fit it all. I've got some more over here to do yet. I got a little bit over there I got to do, and some stuff back there. But I got the stuff that was the worst, that was in the way for mowing and things like that. And I still got to pick through some of these piles. There's some good wood in here. There's some good timbers I've been pulling out that I didn't even know they were in there. There were some green treat 4x4s and 4x6s and stuff like that that I pulled off. I'm going to haul those out to the farm. We'll be able to use those. The load is on. I'm going to make another run to the dump, so we're going to get to experience the sights, the sounds, and the beautiful smell of the dump once again. You guys won't be able to smell it, but I will. It's nasty. Nasty crap. Okay, down the road we go. Look at all the recycling. Plastic, aluminum, cardboard. Absolutely awesome. Driving on top of a whole bunch of shingles, so that's nice. Hopefully avoid nails. Oh, I gotta put my vest on so I don't get arrested. There, no, I'm legal. They won't shoot me. So I'm just picking up some of the timbers that I had laying on the ground that I pulled out that I found underneath all the debris. And I also stopped at my house on the way here because I had a pile of pallets I got last night. You saw that earlier. And I threw them into the trailer. So I went and dumped at the dump like you saw, filled up a whole bunch of pallets here. Got a whole bunch of timbers and a couple more pallets I had laying around, I think 4 or 5. So starting to fill up. And I just saw one of the businesses right over here, probably 3 businesses down. They got some pallets laying out there, so I'm going to stop and grab those on the way out to the farm, and then we're going to go out to the farm and do some work. I am back from the dump, and I'm just going to unload the pallets in a minute here, but I thought this might be something you guys be interested in. My 2 tickets for going to the dump. My first one, let's see here, look at the timer. Here's the first one. I had 0.72 of a ton, so 3/4 of a ton, and I paid $40. And then my second one, I had 0.97, so 1 ton, and I paid $52.50. So it's $55 per ton to dump junk at the recycling center, the landfill. That's where I went. And you can take pretty much anything, except if you got electronics, batteries, stuff like that, it's got to go to a special place. But if you get construction material, wood, sawdust, bark, just stuff you want to clean up, landfill's the place to go. You pay by the ton. And that is one of the reasons why the tree service people bring me big logs, because they have to go there to the landfill to dump it. That's where they have to go, where I did. And what they generally do is, in a load, they're going to have a minimum of 2 tons, sometimes 3 tons. They're going to have between 4,000 and 6,000 pounds, maybe even a little bit more. So they're going to pay $55 a ton. So it's minimum of $100 to $150, maybe even $200 if they have a big load every time they got to go dump it, which is why they like dumping it here and giving me the free wood, because it doesn't cost them anything if it's close. Now the landfill is way on the other side of town, so it's 15 miles away or something like that. So if they're out in this area, we're on the west side of Appleton here, they will bring the wood to me here, which is great because it's good for me, good for them. So just something I thought I'd mention to you guys. Now we're going to unload some pallets. Well, there it is. I unloaded a bunch of pallets, some of the timbers over there. I got those unloaded. Trailer's empty. I'm gonna go park it. And today's day in the dumps is done. I am done for the day because everything stinks like dump right now. I went out the road, and it's just where all the runoff is from the dump. It still is in my truck, and I'm 20 miles away from the dump. Well, 15, bunch. Yeah, it just stinks. It comes through the air conditioning. It's on the tires. It's on my feet. You just can't get rid of that smell. I hope it goes away in a day or two. So anyway, that's it for today, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna do some hickory. We're gonna bring a load over here and put it into the bin, and then maybe do some splitting. So 5:30 tomorrow morning. Right now, if you got nothing better to do, go watch some more videos on my channel. It'd be awesome if you did. Good night, Irene.